What's up, Rip City? Welcome back to another Blazers post-game show. It's been a while. I've been a little bit busy with some stuff going on, so good to be back. And hopefully, this game was a sign of things to come. The Blazers beat the Philadelphia 76ers tonight at Moda Center by, I think it was 114 to 118. I don't have my notes in front of me today, so... Today was pretty interesting. You could tell that the Blazers were really missing Jusuf Nurkic without, especially guarding Joel Embiid, because Enes Kanter, as good as he is, and as well as he played today, getting offensive rebounds and such, he had a little bit of a mismatch against Joel Embiid, who's playing like a real MVP candidate player, and you could really see that Joel Embiid was able to take it to Kanter pretty well, which is hard to do because Kanter's a pretty strong player. When he got into the league, he was playing a lot with Steven Adams, who's widely considered one of the strongest players in the league. So that was really, really interesting to see the Joel Embiid versus Enes Kanter, and it was good to see. And then a couple days ago, the Blazers beat the 76ers pretty handily, but that was without this game's two of the game's best players, with Ben Simmons and Damian Lillard. Ben Simmons tonight played really, really well. He presented a lot of mismatches, and he was really good defensively against Damian Lillard, who had a monster first quarter and then kind of slumped off for the rest of the game. I believe until the end of the fourth, he went 1 for 17, but that's all right. He still ended up with 30 points, which is pretty impressive when you go 1 for 11 in the last three quarters until the end of the fourth, and you still end up with 30 points, but... I mean, it was good to see a win, and Gary Trent Jr. stepped up, and it was really good to see. Who am I for? Carmelo Anthony, who just I've been a little bit of a critic of. That's unintentional. I've been trying. He's a great weapon. When he's hitting, he is, like he said in the postgame show. I watched the Carmelo Anthony's postgame show with the Inside the NBA guys, and that was really, really good to see. Carmelo Anthony was saying he's a rhythm player, which if you're a hardcore Blazers fan, you know he definitely is a rhythm player, because he can be in rhythm and be absolutely hitting everything like the buckets the size of the ocean, or he could be out of rhythm and he could be trying to throw a semi-truck through a golf putting hole. So, I mean, it was really good to see him be able to get some buckets tonight. I think he had almost half of the Blazers' bench points. It was really good to see that scoring come off the bench really well. He was able to, I think he almost single-handedly outscored the Sixers bench, which was good to see. A lot of kind of weak fouls tonight. I think I'm not really a fan of some of the Blazers refs that have been there for a while. I think they call some pretty weak calls, and I think they overcompensate in trying to look like they're not Portland refs. But I think they got a couple fouls on Giles and especially Derrick Jones Jr. that really weren't fouls. But they also called a couple that went the Blazers' way. So, I mean, if they're going to be bad, at least they're bad both ways. But when you have the Blazers in the bonus twice for the first two quarters with more than 5 minutes left, it's kind of suspicious, if you don't mind my bias. But, I mean, it was good to see a win tonight. I'd have to say the eye test award definitely was Carmelo, just coming in, and I believe he hit 3 or 4 threes before missing, and took really, really clutch shots, brought some energy off the bench, and great to see. I like Carmelo. I hope he stays in his rhythm going forward, and hopefully I'll be able to do a post-game show after the next one. So, peace out. Go Rip City. See you next time.